Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Monday, June 28th, 2021. We are in the final hour of the trading day, and we are in the first day of the trading week. As you know, my favorite time to make my buying and selling decisions for my swing trade is right at the end of the day, right before the market closes. I say this because during the day, the algorithms and the day traders are in control of the price. At the end of the day, the large financial institutions come in, they take control of the price away from the day traders and the algorithms. I consider them to be the smartest money on the street, and therefore the closing prices, or the prices right before the close, the most valid price to make your buying and selling decisions based upon the levels that you're using to either get in or stay in or to get out. I really do believe that using this approach provides you a long-term edge in your trading. So thank you all for coming today. I hope that you had a nice weekend. Here we are back at work, right? That's what we do. That's what we love. That's why we're here. Not always easy, but it's worth it, hopefully, right? Hopefully it's worth it. So I appreciate you being here. Appreciate spending your time here. Hope that by spending and investing your time here, it is paying off for you and helping you with your trading and your investing. Currently, the Dow is down 190 points, down 0.55%. The NASDAQ, however, is up 127 points, up 0.89%, and the S&P is squeaking out a little bit of a gain, up 5.85%. So it looks like there's some rotation out of the large cap industrials in the Dow 30 and rotation back into the NASDAQ, which is not too surprising. So here's the plan for today, everyone. First of all, we are going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer, everyone's favorite part of the day. Secondly, we're going to come back, take a look at my current positions, talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, and how I'm going to manage them going forward. I did have two nice day trades today on Apple and VIX. I'll go over those with you. After that, we are going to go over and we're going to take a look at my students' positions. We're going to see how those are doing. It looks like they are doing very well, so that will be nice to go over and ooh and ah about those because they look really good. After that, we're going to talk about trader psychology. Most important skill, in my opinion, is the ability to follow your trading plan. That has to do with psychology. So I am going to touch on that for a few minutes. Hopefully that will be helpful. After that, I have gone down through my watch list. I have gone down through the results of Kamal Scanner. I have 3 requirements whenever I'm looking to enter a new trade. First, confluence combination of indicators. Second, I need to have a good risk to reward ratio of at least 2-to-1 based upon support below me and resistance above me. 2-to-1 is my minimum. 3-to-1, 4-to-1 is better. And then lastly, please make sure you have a complete trading plan regardless of the type of approach. No, adjust for volatility, position size according to that volatility. Know what your maximum allowed loss is on any one trade. Know where your emergency stop is. Know where your end of day stop is. Know where your intraday profit targets are. Know where your overhead resistance levels are. And as always, have a good trailing stop plan. So if you have profits, you don't give them all back. All right. So I have gone down, like I mentioned, through the results of Kamal Scanner in my watch list. I do have some potential end of day candidates that I am looking at. We'll have to see how those look as we get closer to the close. And if I find something that looks good, I will purchase it before the close of the market. After the market closes, if anybody has any questions for me, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. If you need any clarification, please let me know. Happy to clarify. If there's any stock symbols that you would like me to look at prior to the close of the market, happy to do that for you. Put them in the chat, put an emoji or an asterisk by it so I know it's time sensitive, and I will do my very best to get to it before the close. All right, and then lastly, if my students have any new entries or exits for me today that they would like me to update on the board, if they could please wait till the close. So I'm done teaching, I'm done trading, and then we'll get it all taken care of. All right, how does that sound? Sound okay? So I'm going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer, and I will see you back here in 40 seconds. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. Okie dokie. Do I have my microphone on? Good start. Tracy is here. Nice to see you, Tracy. Hope you are having a good day. Dan is here. Hi, Dan. Appreciate you being here, my friend. David is here. Nice to see you as always, David. Paxton is also here. Hi, everyone. Hope you are all well. Thank you, Paxton. Hope you and Tracy are doing well. Steve Burns is here. Nice to see you, Steve. Always an honor and a privilege to have you here. I do mean that. Thank you for everything that you do for this podcast, my friend, and hope you, Holly, and the dogs are doing well. Lilia is here on vacation, and good chatting with you, and hope you are getting over your jet lag. Is that what they call it? Yeah, jet lag. But thank you for spending the time on your vacation to say hello to us, Lilia. Frank is here. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate everything that you do for this channel. It's always nice to see you. Ava is here. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday to you as well, Ava. Appreciate you being here and all your contributions. Kamal is here. Kamal, as always, thank you for everything that you do for this channel. And I appreciate it. Everyone else does too. You know that. Gary, good chatting with you earlier. Gary, hope you're having a good day. Jonathan is from Ireland. Evening, Greg and group. Nice to see you, Jonathan. Hope you're doing well and having a nice evening. And Lova is here, aka Michael Wilkinson. Good chatting with you earlier as well, my friend. Okie dokie. Let's get started. Mandalay Digital Group, APPS, Lilia, Gary, and myself did take Mandalay APPS here with this false breakout to the downside and a V2. Bought it here at about 71.81. Is that what it was? 71.63, excuse me. Has moved up nicely since purchasing it. Of course, I scale into profits, or whenever the market goes up, I do scale out of a portion of my position. Did hit one profit target today here at 79.32, and this particular stock at the moment is up 9.73% from entry to current price. Oh, I did sell half of my position here when it rejected the 100 and rejected these previous highs, which, you know, obviously in hindsight, I wish I hadn't, but it's okay. I'm glad I did. It made sense to me at the time, and I still had half to take advantage of this other up move. So that's why I like selling half. Blink. Tracy, Paxton, Jonathan, and I did buy Blink with this return to value, false breakout to the downside, V2. Bought it here at 39.91. Has moved up nicely. Did hit one profit target today, 43.40. Just missed my second profit target by like a penny or something like that, so that was rude. But currently, this particular trade from entry to current price up 6.9%, so not too shabby. MasterCard, completely rude. Jonathan, David, Gary, Lilia, and I did buy MasterCard with the sideways motion in the value zone. 520 crossover. Bought it here at 367.72. Moved up nicely. Up. Just grateful that I sold half here, although it was a mistake. I was looking for a close below the previous day's low. It looked like it was going to, but then it closed back above. But fortunately, did sell it here. Today gapped up in a huge reversal down. The price, it's right about at the entry, just slightly below my entry point, but I am going to get rid of this today. I don't like this big bar on the volume, but this is just a good example here of why I like to take profits and lock them in, because if we do get a down day like this, excuse me, like we've had today, it minimizes the loss so much because I took profits, sold half using trailing stop, and so I will be exiting this today and just being happy that it is a profitable trade. So I will be exiting all of MasterCard. Just this nasty reversal bar. I mean, it's just not a good sign. It could bounce back up, but who knows? But I think I'll find something that looks better. So I will be exiting MasterCard today. SPY, I do buy the SPY at the close every day. I hold it overnight. I sell it first thing the next morning. I did buy this on Friday, 426.61. I sold it this morning at 427.10 after we gapped up. So very thankful to have another nice trade. This has really worked out well this month. It's been a good overnight SPY trade month with a lot of these gaps. So I will be buying this today again at the close. XLU had a nice deep dip buy here on XLU. Frank, Tracy, and Paxton and myself tested the 200. I didn't buy it here, but then we went under, tested the 200, closed back above, giving me a really good risk to reward ratio. Bought this at 63.27. Last couple days, it's just rocketed up like it was supposed to. Did hit one profit target today at 64.35. Just missed my second profit target, literally by 1 cent. Look, my profit target was 64.72. The high of the day, 64.71. So that was also rude. But that's how it goes. I did reach my 1.5 ATR trailing stop level, which really is nice. It makes these trades easy now, because now if I just get a close below the previous day's low, I'll get at a half, lock in profits, so forth, so on. So this trade's kind of like on automatic right now, but it did reach the 1.5 ATR trailing stop level. So if it closes below previous day's low, I'll lock in half profits. Twitter seems to be up every day. This has been an outstanding trade on Twitter. I did buy Twitter all the way back here, if you can believe it, along with Gary, with the close under the 200, over the 200. Didn't know it was going to do this, but it gave me a good risk to reward ratio, and this just held and closed above the 200 nicely. I did move 1.5 ATRs from trailing stop. Here we had closed below the previous day's low. I sold half. Second half just moved up. I did sell half of a half here when it rejected the 70 RSI, but now I am still waiting to get out of this entire trade with the close below the previous day's low, or the close below the 5 EMA, because it reached the 65. So this particular trade has been a monster, up 22.69% from entry to current price. CMG down today. David, Kamal, and we did buy CMG with a intraday rejection of the 250-day moving average and a V1. Bought it here at 1343.05. Moved 1.5 ATRs from trailing stop. Had a close below the previous day's low. Locked in profits here about 1370. Had another big move up today. Today it did go above the 70, and now it's below. So at this point, I will sell half of whatever I have remaining if this does in fact close below the 70. If it closes above, I'll hold it. But if it closes below, I will take another half off and lock profits in there. Okay, Apple. Did have a nice trade, beautiful trade today, as a matter of fact, on Apple. Bought Apple here with this higher low V2. We were below the value zone. We came into the value zone. We came back down. Here's day 1, 2, 3. 2 washes out 1. 3 closes above day 1's close in the value zone. That's the key point. Bought it at 135.85. Moved up. I thought about taking half here, but I decided to see if it would reject the 50. This went barreling above the 50. So I did sell half here at 134.98 on strength. Next bar, more strength. Took another half of a half here at 135.05, and then we had one big up bar here, and I was like, that's good enough for me. I'll get out here 135.15. Then I saw it go up, and I was like, well, I guess it's going to leave without me. But in hindsight, it was the right place to sell. So I did buy at 134.85. I sold at 134.98. I sold at 135.05, and I sold at 135.15. So really nice trade there. The VIX had a trade earlier in the day. Where is that? Yeah, here we go. Return to value, sideways motion, false breakout to the downside, and a V1. You see me take these trades all the time. You see these trades work all the time. It's probably my favorite trade. I bought it here at 29.17. A couple bars later, moved up. I was a little quick with VIX. You have to be a little quicker with VIX. I sold half at 29.22. A couple bars later, had another strong up bar, sold 29.27. Had another big up bar here, sold 29.36. Again, I'm taking half of a half of a half, right? And then we had one more bar up here, got up to the fourth ATR channel. I was like, that's enough. Sold it exactly at 29.50. I was out of the trade, then it kept moving up, and I was like, well, I got out too early, but actually not really, because now it's way back down. So I did buy at 29.17, got out at 29.22, got out at 29.27, got out at 29.36, got out at 29.50. So good day trading there. Good day trading day there today. Okay, let's take a look at your positions, shall we? Look at this, everybody. Kamal the master is back. He bought CSIQ with a 520 crossover in the value zone, triggered the fractal, bought this Friday, mind you, at 40.36. It's 45.16. It's up 11.7% just today. Kamal definitely is going to be the winner of the big trade of the day. This looks like where he bought it, up 10.67% in one day. So congratulations, Kamal. Unbelievable. Way to go. UPST, Tracy and Paxton bought UPST here at 124.80. It's currently 124.18. It is up on the day, but slightly down on the trade. Alibaba, another great trade here. Let's see, we have a bunch of people. Kamal, Jonathan, Gary sold puts. Let's see, Kamal bought all the way back here at 213.87. It's currently 229.30. So big move up there. Steve bought Alibaba at 218.40 on a different signal, 520 crossover, and this has moved up beautifully. So everyone's nicely up on trade. Gary's put spreads are doing well. Everything looks fantastic. Way to go, everybody. Etsy. Jonathan, look at this 520 crossover in the value zone. Are you seeing a pattern? To me, the crossovers in the value zone have the most potential, and it was a confluence of signals with the V1. Bought it at 170.18. Sorry, 170.80, and this has just skyrocketed up for Jonathan, up 7.62% today, and this particular trade up 14.04% entry to exit. Wow, congrats. Airbnb, Kamal bought Airbnb back here at 146.10. Johan's in this as well. 146.10. It's currently 150 even. It looks like it has a little V1 here today, false breakout to the downside. So this is up on the day for Kamal, and it is nicely up on the trade. Tesla, Tracy and Paxton, beautiful trade here. 520 crossover in the value zone. Also rejection of the 200-day moving average, 623.30. It's currently 688.32. It's up 2.43% today, and it is up 9.41%, which is just outstanding. Tracy and Paxton, really. Skyworks, another huge day for Gary and Steve. 520 crossover in the value zone. 171.04. It's 183.58. It's up 2.73% on the day, and this particular trade up 6.89%. Wowzers. Whew, okay, HCA. Frank bought HCA at 207.70. It's currently 207.42. So this one's slightly down on the day, slightly down on the trade. Yeti. Tracy and Paxton bought Yeti with the 520 crossover at 92.20. It's currently 92.41, so it is up on the day and up on the trade. Angie, Angie, come on now. This is Angie's list. Tracy and Paxton and Steve. Tracy and Paxton bought it down here at 13.62 with a rejection of the 200-day moving average. That's right. Steve bought it on Friday with a 520 crossover here at 14.39, down 3.27% today. So Tracy and Paxton, so it is down on the day. Tracy and Paxton up on the trade, and Steve down a little on the trade with this reversal. PKI. All right, this one gets confusing. Okay, David bought this with the 520 crossover, 146.10. It's 154.97. It's up 1.67% and up 5.68%, I believe, if I'm correct on that. Chewy, Steve, nice trade here with the 1050 EMA crossover, bought it at 80.85 with the 1050 crossover, up 3.39%. This is a beautiful trade. Congratulations. SCCO, Steve bought SCCO with the under 30, over 30, bought it at 61.52. It's currently 64.67. It's up 0.39%. And this particular trade up 4.92%. So way to go, Steve. Boot, all right. Frank had a beautiful trade on Boot at 78.60. Just rocketed up like a rocket ship. Down today, but currently up on the trade still. Disney, Jonathan bought Disney with the rejection of the second ATR channel and the V1. Bought at 173.98. Moved up very, very nicely. Jonathan sold half, which I'm glad. That's why I like selling half with this rejection of the 50 SMA. Is down today, but Jonathan is still nicely up on the trade. True, Gary bought True. Oh, this has been a great trade. Nice return to value, nice sideways motion. Bought this at 534. It's 573. It's up 0.5% today, and this particular trade up 6.863% or 6.83%. I don't know. One of the two. Both of them are good. Steve Burns bought Spotify with at 248.33, a 1030 EMA crossover. This is up 1.57% today, and this particular trade is up 8.24%, everybody. Very nice, Steve. Whew. DKNG. All right, David, Gary, Kamal, Tracy Paxton did buy DKNG with the 520 crossover. No. The 520 crossover happened here. I can't remember what this trade was, to be honest with you. 50.10 doesn't matter because it's at 52.51. It's up 1.63%, and it is up 4.61%. So congratulations to everyone there. JD, Tracy and Paxton bought JD.com on a 520 crossover at 74.90. It's currently 77.24. It is down a little on the day, but it is nicely up on the trade, about 3.02%. TER, Tracy and Paxton bought TER at 130.60. It's 132.80. It's up 2.51% up on the day, up on the trade. ARKK, what a great trade by David with this V2 close over the 200. Bought this at 118.40 at 129.33. It's up 3.66%. This trade for Dave up 8.85. Unbelievable trades, everybody. My gosh. Boeing, Kamal bought Boeing down here at 240.57. Moved up nicely, beautifully, but today kind of getting slapped around here, down 3.56%. So it looks like it's slightly under Kamal's entry point here. Lot of stocks on this board, everybody. A lot of stocks on this board. All right, I need a rest and a drink of water after that. Okay. David stopped out of MA this morning at entry point. Very good. Sign of a mature trader when you can get out at entry point. Please remind me at the end, Dave, okay? So I make sure you get that. Johnson says, hi, Greg and all. Good to see you, Johnson. Gary says, Kamal, great trade on CSIQ. Ava, great find. Oh, did Ava pick that out? That's great. Thank you, Ava. I'm sure Kamal thanks you for that as well. Frank has a poem for us. This is going to be great because it's from Frank. It's a poem from Frank. It can't be any other thing other than great. I'm sure everyone's starting to realize that and to understand that Frank is a trading prodigy, or maybe another word, trading master. Here we go. So much of trading is the art of the hunt, following a plan while keeping a strong front. It's never been easy, to be quite blunt, but if it's any consolation, you only need to get rich once. Oh man, that's really true. Sometimes you have to get rich twice, but so much of trading is the art of the hunt, following a plan while keeping a strong front. It's never been easy, to be quite blunt, but if it's any consolation, you only need to get rich once. Wow, Frank. Thank you, my friend. Bravo, as always. Kamal says, thanks, Gary. Frank says, home run, Kamal and Ava. Ava, were you in CSIQ? Do I not have you in there? We want to. Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. I got it. Great. I'm glad you're in it. UPST, I think we looked at that, didn't we? It's okay. It's okay, Kamal. I mean, it's a V2. It's technically a higher low V2. Close back over the 50. I mean, it gives a really good risk to reward ratio. It's not bad. Day one bars, well, it looked large to me, but it's not. It's not larger than 1 ATR. It's consolidating in the value zone. So yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby. I mean, I don't think I'd take it, but I mean, if somebody put a gun to my head, I probably would take that. It wouldn't even be that. It's not bad, honestly. It's not bad, and it's closing in the value zone, and it is a higher low V2, so it's actually pretty good. Ava says TPX. Oh, this isn't right. Yeah, like we've talked about, Ava, right, with the 520 crossover, came back down, tested, and then it bounced. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's in the value zone, weekly, moving sideways, is down a little on the day, but you know, it's okay. It had MACD crossover, which is good. We're over the 50 RSI. We're in the value zone. I just don't know if that back test well. I don't know if anyone could possibly back test that. Ava says thanks. So okay, good. So it seems like you are in CSIQ. That's great. Kamal says DKNG. Have you noticed that we all have our own fixations with certain stocks? Mine is the VIX. Kamal's obviously Shopify, and DKNG if we're honest, right? Okay. All right. Everything good? Everything cool? Let me take care of a little biz over here, everybody. Okay, that's done and done. All right, well, listen, let's head over to Trader Psychology Land. After this, we're going to take a look at our potential end of day setups. But for right now, let's talk a little trading psychology. You know, I have my favorite Facebook, Twitter channels out there that I like to follow. One of my very favorite is Thomas Payne. He's at Trader T Payne. He has such a great channel on Twitter. Please go and support him. Follow him on Twitter. Thomas, as you've heard me say many times, was a scientist. He switched careers, became a full-time trader. He's a great trader. He brought that scientific method to trading, and he really, really gets into the nitty-gritty and the nuances of trading psychology, which it's because he's smart. He's a scientist, and he knows that kind of stuff's important. So, I mean, I'm joking there. Of course, Thomas is smart, but he really does get into the nuances of trader psychology and just how important it is. And that's why I do this segment. So your results don't depend on your goals. Your results depend on your process or your system. Make sense? You can have all the goals that you want, but your results don't depend on it. Results depend on your system. And we're talking trading here, so it depends on your trading system. If it was in life or was in sales or was in business or anything else, you can have all the goals you want, or exercise or relationships, right? You can have all the goals that you want, but you have to put in the work, right? You have to put in the work in business. You have to make those sales calls. You have to get out there and knock on doors, put shoes on the street, feet on the street. In relationships, you have to work on things. You have to work on things. You have to work on things, right? But in trading, getting those goals and achieving the goals in trading has to do with your process. It has to do with your trading process and how well you follow it. The results of your system depend on how well you follow it. There you go. I was just ad-libbing there and I forgot that is part of this. The results of your system depend on how well you follow it. Instead of daydreaming about goals of becoming a millionaire, focus that mental energy on a system that actually can get you there. Make sense? Listen, if you want to succeed at trading, you have to have a good trading process. You have to have a good trading strategy. It doesn't have to be the best one in the world. It can be quite simple, but you have to follow it. You know, I talk about this all the time, but if you follow your trading process, keep your losses small, let your winners run, buy at support, do what you're supposed to do, have big winners, have small winners, have break-even trades, have small trades. That's the key to success, and repeating that over and over and over. And it should be boring. Trading should be boring, everyone. It should just be the same old process, day in, day out. I'm hit my stop, get out. Oh, let my winners run. That's what it is. Compounding your money, right? But you have to follow that. You can have all the goals you want, but if you don't have a plan, you're not going to realize the goal. So that's why I talk about trading psychology and following your process every day. So, I mean, if you're still not there, if you're still struggling with it, if you're not like internalizing it, let me know. Is there something I can help you with? But I'll do it. Right? But you have to follow. So this is such a good post. Let's read it one more time. Your results don't depend upon your goals. Your results depend upon your system. The results of your system depend on how well you follow it. That's the key. The results of your system depend on how well you follow it. Instead of daydreaming about goals of becoming a millionaire, focus that mental energy on a system that can actually get you there. There you go, Frank. There's kind of a poem right there, right? But I love that. Instead of daydreaming about a goal of becoming a millionaire, focus that mental energy on a system that can actually get you there. Focus your attention there. If you're having a hard time following your process, get someone else involved. Get your boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife or, third cousin. I don't know, right? Have someone help you. Be accountable to them. It will make you trade better. I tell this to people all the time, and it is totally, totally true. So thank you, Thomas. Please support Thomas at Trader T-Pain on Twitter. Follow everything he does. It'll be worth your while. Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, so listen, before we start looking at new stuff, let's take care of old stuff. APPS doing fine here. We have got above the 65 RSI, so I go into trailing stop mode, either with a close below the previous day's low for half, or I get out of all if I now close below the 5 EMA. BLNK doing great. Did get to 65 RSI as well, so the 5 EMA rule comes into practice as well. Let me check though. Did we reject the 70? I didn't even look at that. Whoa. No, we did not. So we're okay. MasterCard, I am getting out of MasterCard with this unfortunate big reversal bar. I will be locking in profits, actually, but I will be getting out of MasterCard today, getting rid of that. SPY, buying the SPY overnight at the close. XLU doing fine, hit the profit target. I am at 1.5 ATR trailing stop, so I'm grateful for that. Twitter, just cranking. just cranking. Doesn't look like I have to do anything different there. And then Chipotle, I am definitely selling. Oh no, that is not true. It is now back above the 70 RSI. So in which case, I will keep it. I will keep it. Earlier when we looked at it was under 70. So if it holds above, I'll just hang in there and I will hold it. Airbnb. Oh, I'm going to go over that in a sec. That's first on my list, Kamal. I will definitely get to that. Kamal says, Greg, the setup on DKNG was the 250. Oh, okay. Well, that's what's happening? Okay, I put a little thing around it. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I didn't see it. Yep, 250 support. And it's working out beautifully. Nice. Steve says, okay, somebody asked about TPX. Oh, it's Ava. Has a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio and a 56% loss rate with a slight positive expectancy. Steve also says RBLX has a 520 crossover. Yes, it does. We can put that on the list as well. Let me do a little mathy. Let me do some maths. All right, and we'll stick that up there as well. Thank you, Steve, for that. Appreciate that, my friend. That's not even close. Okay. All right, good. We added to the list, which is great. And Ava says, thank you for that. Yes, thank you, Steve. Appreciate that, my friend. All right, let's look at Bitcoin first. Do you remember on Friday when I told you that I would buy Bitcoin if it had rejected the 250-day moving average? Look at that, everybody. Look at that. I didn't hold the whole trade. I traded this in a different account, and I actually got in on a different time frame. But does go to show you that so far this 250 has acted as support, and it was a really good risk to reward ratio. I mean, like super good risk to reward ratio. I mean, my gosh, I trade on a different platform and I trade different charts, but this is up 7.62% just from that trade alone. Look, we still need to battle with that 200-day moving average above us. I'll probably short it if it rejects the 250. I mean, the 200 above, there's that confluence of the 20 and the 200 there. Kind of in no man's land at this point. I wouldn't get into it now, but that was an excellent entry with that rejection of the 250 that we talked about on Friday. Airbnb. All right, so what do we have here? We have a return to value. We have a lot of sideways motion. We have a beautiful V1. We have a false breakout from this low, not this low. I kind of wish they were both lows, but this is a return to value. We're above value, into the value zone, sideways motion, nice V1, false breakout from this low. Weekly, back above the -1 ATR channel, so there is support there. So Airbnb is definitely a potential for me today. WEX, I was looking at WEX right when it was down at the 200-day moving average, and I was going to look for this for a day trade, but I took something else. But it would have worked out well. Would I buy this now with this rejection of the 200? Probably not. Probably not. This is a big, big, big down bar day. The risk to reward's okay, but I just feel like this is a dead cat bounce. If we were closer to the 200, then I would consider it. So I am going to take WEX off the board. CLNE return to value, sideways motion. Earlier in the day it triggered a V2. It's not there yet. It could trigger by the end of the day, so we'll keep that one around. Work is a V2, but no, I'm not going to buy this one. For one, we have a gap on the V2 that did not fill. Don't like that. Do not like the risk to reward. If I bought this, my risk would be halfway to the washout bar here. I have to consider the highs over here and go, well, I don't know this for sure. I want to make sure I'm clear on that. I can't say for sure we're going to reject up here, but if I have to use an educated guess, I think I could say pretty with some certainty that we're going to have some resistance there. So I look from here to here as my risk. No, okay, there's that much, but from here to my from here to here is my reward. From here to here is my risk. Is it 2-to-1 in my favor? No, it's kind of the opposite. So no, not going to take work. GDX gold miners under 30, over 30. I was mentioning this earlier. It's not a false breakout to the downside. It is right now. It isn't under 30, over 30. It's 30.08. We were under that earlier. Let's take a look at the weekly. I'd feel better if the weekly was down here at the -1 ATR channel and the 100-day moving average. You can see that this stock has respected the 100-day moving average or the 100-week moving average. Look, it got down here, bounced, tested, bounce, tested, bounce, tested, bounce, bounce, bounce. Is it gonna hold and test it again and hold? I don't know, but I think by looking back in the future, looking for the moving average that it did respect is kind of a good sign. So right now it was under 30. It is back above 30, and it got really dark in my room. What is happening? Could have a nice V2 tomorrow, but I am considering buying this today because of the under 30, over 30. LAC, it's been testing the 200-day moving average and holding above. Looks like it has a 520 crossover. It's up 2.8% today. Weekly looks okay. Do I want to buy this? I mean, probably not. It's a $14 stock, but it does have a 520 crossover, and it does have it has support of the 200 below it. So it kind of does, it does make sense, but I think I'm going to go with something else. RDFN tested the 200-day moving average and a V162 RSI. Let's take a look back over on the weekly. Weekly looks pretty good. Are we at halfway of that bar? We've made it over, which is a good sign, but I'd rather buy something in value than above, to be honest with you. All right, OLO, not to be confused with YOLO. Nice return to value, sideways motion. Only thing OLO is missing here at the moment, everyone, is a trigger. We could if we have a V1 today, I would definitely consider that. If it doesn't work today, it could work tomorrow with the V2, but that is kind of interesting. I like to watch it and see how it closes. KLAC has a 520 crossover, I believe. $13.83. Yeah, has a 520 crossover. Getting stuck right there at the 1 ATR channel in the previous. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly looks like what? Pretty good. Let me see, how are we doing on time? I think we're doing okay. I have time to check that one. KLAC. What? Oh, Okay. Okay. 520 EMA, day of cross. Boom. Oh, really? It's not available to me. KLAC is not available? Request that it be added. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know if that one back test as well. Maybe Kamal or Steve, if they have a moment, could look at it. So I don't know if it back tests. So I'm not going to concentrate on it. Roblox Corporation, big day. It's up 7%. It's a little chasey. This does look very promising long term. Has a nice, has volume today. Kamal and I were discussing this. For a long-term investor, this does look quite positive. For a short-term trader like myself, it seems a little chasey. And if we look at the Fibonacci, if we look at the high to the low here, 50%, we have made it above. Is it going to have resistance at the 61.8 fib number? It did. It rejected that. So I think I'm going to let that one go, but that one could be a really good one. So Airbnb. I see this 50-day moving average coming down, which concerns me a little bit. Let's see how low we got during the day. Did we test 50? Yeah, under 50, over 50, plus a V1, plus a false breakout. Does make sense. CLNE has untriggered, at least for now. GDX hovering right at that 30. Right at that 30. So if it closes under, I'm not interested. And OLO, not quite the V1 yet that I'm looking for. So I am going to concentrate on Airbnb GDX at the moment, but only if GDX closes above 30. So what I'm going to do, and I'm not in the mode to try to force a trade today. If I have a trade, great. If I don't have a trade, that's okay as well. We are at pretty high levels here, so I'm fine with the positions that I have. Let me take care of a little business over here. Give me 1 second. What is that? 4.8. Okay. Good, good, good. So I'm going to interchange this with Airbnb and GDX. ABNB. I always have a problem with that. ABNB. Yeah, and again, AB. Come on, Greg. Come on, buddy. And GDX. Okay, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to sell MasterCard while I'm thinking about it. Just be done with it. Buy MasterCard. It's quite rude today, by the way, for that to do that. I mean, that's just my opinion, but all right. And then CMG, I'm going to have to check. It is holding the 70 RSI, in which case I will keep. It's not a great bar. I don't like the V1 to the downside, but let's just stick with it. Apple consolidating down here. Be interesting to see if we run one way or the other towards the end of the day. SPY making a high on the day. What do we have? We have 9 minutes to go. All right. VIX. Oh, that's the 5 minute. Did we go under 30, over 30, Lillian? I don't think we did. No, there's a double bottom with the bullish divergence here on VIX, which is interesting. Here's a low, deep red, rally into green. Now we're lower. I mean, you could take that if it triggered a V1. I like to take V1s or V2s, especially with the double bottom and bullish divergence. So what is that? Close there is 29.19, so it'd have to close a couple pennies higher. 29.19, but yeah, I think that would make sense, Lillian. I mean, it's a good risk to reward ratio, and there is a double bottom and a bullish divergence there for sure. Steve says Goldman Sachs currently has a 10-30-day crossover by a penny. Oh. I kind of like that, Steve. By a penny. Unfortunately, I don't have my 1030 charts. Oh no, I do. Yes, you're right, it does. Let's put that on the board as well. Let me do some math. Okay, thank you for that, Steve. So we're going to have to watch that one. 366.32, 366.23. So that one does backtest well. I actually quite like that. Now I'm going to have to switch back and forth between these charts. So Goldman Sachs has the 1030 EMA crossover. Airbnb has the V1. GDX is currently above the 30 RSI, but under the range, which is a little concerning. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to skip GDX. I'm going to see if I can maybe grab that with the rejection of the 100 on the weekly. So, all right, I'm just going to call it good on GDX. Honestly, I think I like Goldman Sachs the best. I think I like Steve's pick the best with the 1030 EMA crossover. 366.32, 366.21. So has a little V1 here today. Yeah, I think I like Goldman Sachs the best, honestly. Michael says try LAC. Oh yeah, I looked at that one earlier. 520 crossover. Oh yeah, we talked about that. Has a 520 crossover, has the support of the 200-day moving average. That makes sense. Where did my 1030 go? On Goldman Sachs. 366.32. 366.24. Yeah, I like Goldman Sachs the best here. Thank you for that, Steve. We have about 5 minutes to go. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy Goldman Sachs myself here and just watch to see if it untriggers. Okay. QS. All right. Yeah, little high for me at this point, Johnson, to be honest with you. Goldman Sachs, the crossover is holding. Yep, it is holding. So I already bought it. So I already bought Goldman Sachs. All right, so we have a couple minutes left here. One minute left, actually. Thirty seconds on my end. Okay, yay, the market's closed. All right, so let me see where I bought everything here today. I did buy Goldman Sachs at 368.79. And I bought the overnight SPY trade at 427.47. All right. So I did buy Goldman Sachs at 368.79. And then I did buy SPY at 427.47. All right. So, hey, listen, everybody. There's a chance I may be going out of town this week. I don't know for sure, but if I do, I'll let you know. But there's a chance I might be missing a few days today, this week of the podcast for a little bit of a road trip. Not sure though, but I will let you know. But I just wanted to mention that just in case. If my students have any new entries or exit for me today, if you could please go ahead, put them up on the board, I would really appreciate it. And we'll get them all taken care of. Before we do, just 3 quick pieces of business. One, just want to remind everybody that I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I do teach a 15-hour course. It's a really good course. I teach you all 5 of the trading approaches that I use. I teach you step by step. I like to teach. I think I'm really good at it. I've really turned out some really good students. I know if you take this course, you will be a better trader. So the course does cost $1,750, but I believe it is worth every single penny. So if you are interested, please send me an email. Email's in the description of this video. Just say, Greg, potentially interested in your one-on-one course. I'll reply and say, thanks for saying hi. Let's set up a Skype call. Skype call is for you and I to get to know each other a little bit better. I want to know more about you and your trading challenges, your goals. It's a good time for you to ask me any questions about the course. After the call, you can think about it as long as you want. And if you decide one day, hey, I want to become a better trader, I'm going to do this course with Greg, just email me and we'll get it scheduled. Secondly, I do have a really good online video course on udemy.com where I teach you the deep dip buy stock trading strategy. I've gotten so many good reviews on this course, so much good feedback. It's a serious course. It's 9.5 hours, 26 videos, 15 study guides, and you will be a better trader when you take this, if you watch this course as well. And it's only like $12 or $15 on Udemy. So if you're interested, the link is in the description. And then number 3, if you like today's podcast, I would really appreciate it if you would hit the thumbs up button. Helps to build the channel, helps to keep the channel around, lets YouTube know there's some valuable content. So if there's anything here that helped you today, I would really appreciate it if you could just go ahead and hit the thumbs up button before you get on out of here. Okay, I'm sure we have lots of stuff to go through. Okay. Oh, Johan, I didn't look at AVGO. Sorry, buddy. Cool Ghost, too. No, I don't think I take that. I mean, it's range bound. Risk reward's not all that good. Okay, so Steve exited Angie. All right. So we'll take Steve off of Angie. Kamal is out of CMG. Okay. Out of BA. And in Upstart, one-third position. Okay, that's right about the same price. Airbnb you added. Okay. Steve is long Goldman Sachs. Okay, so we're about the same price there, Steve. So I'm just going to put 1030 EMA cross. Michael says LAC and KLAC both had crossovers. Frank says intermittent power outages today. I may have to trade using real candles. Oh, nice one. Nice one with the real candles. Good, good. All right, so Gary is long Goldman Sachs. Lily is out of MA. I'm glad we sold half positions when we did, right? Lilia says, if today's price is exactly the same as yesterday's, does it count as a V1 if other conditions are satisfied? If today's price is exactly the same as yesterday, does it count as a V1 if other conditions are satisfied? Well, I mean, I don't know if I quite understand, Lily, but, you know, for a V1 to be accurate, you have to go below yesterday's low and you have to close above yesterday's close. Yesterday's close was 29.19 and we're at 29.17. So this does not count as a valid V1. I hopefully I was understanding your question correctly. But it doesn't have to get to, it has to close above yesterday's close. So yesterday's close was 29.19, it's 29.17, so it's not a valid entry. Hope that helps, Lily. I hope I understood that correctly. All right, Frank sold half of the boot. Nice trade. Okay. We will put a little marker there for Frank. Lily says, on my chart, the price is exactly the same. Well, remember now, I mean, if it's the same, let's go back and look at it. I think the best way to answer that, Lily, is did it close above yesterday's close, regardless of what your charts say? But the way that I'm looking at it here, it's not a valid V1. Jonathan is out of MA. Nice trade on Etsy, by the way, Jonathan. And then Gary, oh, Gary, yeah. So I have David still in MA. David, if you're out there, let me know if I need to keep that on the board or not. All right, Paxton's cleaning house a little bit. All right, Paxton lock in a profit on Angie. Way to go. Out of Tesla. Very nice trade. Paxton and Tracy. In RLBL. RLBL. Oh, come on, Greg. RLBL. All right. RLBL. I don't have RBLBL. Are we talking about the other one? Maybe somebody can confirm that. RBLX, right? RBLX. Okay. All right. We figured out the mystery. Notice your letters are all there in all caps, Packy. Half INSG. Okay. And you don't have this in SWKS. I'm pretty sure I do. Don't I? Yeah, right there. Tracy and Paxton. In Skyworks. Along with Gary and along with Steve Burns. So I do have you in that. And like so. Come on, buddy. What's happening? What is happening? All right, dang it. There. All right. But I do have you in there. DKNK since DKNK? You mean DKNS? All right, what's happening? DKNG? I've got you there too. Tracy and Paxton. Come on now, guys. I usually do pretty good. All right. Anyone else with anything? Only person I was waiting to hear from was David, if David's still in MasterCard, but it sounds like he is. DKNG, that's right. Okay. So CMG held the 70. That's why I kept it. And you're in Airbnb. Okay. Okie dokie, Smokey. Johan, thanks, Greg, for the good session. Have a great day. Good seeing you, Johan. Fly safe, my friends. Come back and see us again now. We've been missing you. Okay. So, if we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction, everybody. This is by Martin Kornfeld. It's simple. If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. Couldn't hurt. Go out, do something nice for another human being today. Go out, do something nice for an animal today. We'll make the world a better place, and it will actually come back and benefit you as well. Johan said David did. Okay, good. Good to hear that. Michael says, do you see any danger signs on LAC? Not really. I think it looks fairly good. I mean, 520 crossover in the value zone, tested the 200-day moving average. I think it looks fairly decent. Above the 50 so far on the weekly. Yeah, I think it looks good. All right, what's happening after hours? SPY's up 2 cents. So not much. Not much. All right, if anybody has any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to get out of here, go for a hike. But if you do have questions, please let me know. Michael says, thank you. You're always appreciated. Thank you, Michael. You are always appreciated as well. All right, well, listen, have a good rest of your day, everybody. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button and you did like today's podcast, I would appreciate it if you could just hit that before you get on out of here. Drive safe, be good, be kind to humans, be kind to animals. Lilia, you have a really nice vacation over there, and keep in touch with us. Let us know how it's going. Jonathan says, cheers, guys. Hope you had a nice weekend, Jonathan. Probably watching some soccer, I would imagine. And hope your team won, whichever team that is. And I think that's it for today. So thank you so much for coming. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. And I will update you whether or not I am going on a road trip this week. But I don't know for sure. But if I do, I'll be with you guys in spirit for a few days, okay? But I'm not sure. I'll let you know. All right. Take care, everyone. Here comes your favorite outgoing U.S. legal disclaimer. Have a good day. Bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and Forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance, Result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.